Nelson Bay there with a knock on, and fair call there from Max Collier, who's having quite a good game, letting some free-flowing rugby happen today here at Callaghan.
No.
Just listen who you are.
Yeah, I'll let you know if it's a more.
As the scrum looking to get set. This game, of course, brought to you by Bar TV. And if you're watching live on the Herald, feel free to comment or throw me a Twitter call on @GarethWazik if you want. And of course, the NHRU major sponsor, the Greater, here with us in spirit today out on campus. As the ball goes in, it's a short arm there for University. Ball not in straight. University guys don't know what's going on. The ball not in straight. Scrum's not set properly. As Dave McQueenie takes it forward, he's taken it forward about 15 metres. This has got University on the back foot as they come down the short side. Little chip in behind there.
Take him back, take him back.
And Manny has the ball now. Dummies. He cuts through the middle of them. That's a great pass out the back there. As he steps back inside. University on the attack now. Totally countering. And here they come. Here's Sam Berry with the ball. He slips the old stalwart as he keeps going. University about 15 metres out now. Great enterprising play there and great counter-attacking. Oh, that's a big hit by the winger on the number 10 from University. This is great running rugby. This is why this is the match of the round today for Bar TV.
Still playing penalty advantage.
Scott Hamilton takes it forward, looking to set up. University got bodies around the ball.
Still playing penalty advantage.
Berry dummies to the big Parkinson. As the ball comes out. Not many people out there, and that's a bad sloppy pass, and it's being called forward. As Dave McQueenie looks to set the ball up here. The ball's still up. It's on the ground now. Jack Rickson with the ball. Dummies, goes himself. He's got no one with him. Pops it back there. Michael Hanley takes the ball out. And that is a waste of play and all round a little bit of a disappointment for University there, who probably should have scored.
Red, step across.
Now Nelson Bay with the throw on their own line, so a bit of pressure for them.
Let's go.
Collins looking to throw. They'll probably go safe option to number 4 there. And he's come through the line out.
Stay there.
Looking to get back to Joe Finn, who's going to kick the ball out and doesn't make much ground at all to about the 20-metre line. So the Nelson Bay guys are going to be well under pressure here if University can get this throw right.
Good gap, please, Reg.
Andrew Wadsworth has been nailing them all day today. And they'll probably look to go to Parkinson. He's their go-to man in the blue headgear here.
Boys.
If it were me, I'd go safe to 2 and just set the ball up for a maul.
Yes.
But I'm not actually throwing the ball, and there's probably a reason behind that. My limp wrist doesn't get it past 2. Nice sharp throw to Parkinson there as they get the ball out. Rickson has the ball, gives it off to Berry. Smith now, shocking pass there to Roberts. Alexander Frost takes the ball forward and he loses the ball. It must be slippery out there as Nelson Bay, Burrito puts a little jink on there. And the ball's going everywhere, but that'll be a Nelson Bay feed. Knock on by University, and the play's getting a little bit scrappy. I'd like to see both teams hold on to the ball a bit more, set the ball up, work the ball upfield, and try and create a bit of pressure here at Callaghan for our match of the round at Bar TV.
Scrum's good, guys. Listen to the call, please.
I'd also like to thank the Herald for streaming this match live for our audience at the moment. So if you are listening, feel free to comment on the website or throw me a tweet at GarethWazik. As the scrum gets put back, and that's a good clearing kick there. No, it's not, actually. As Bradley Roberts passes it into Frost, and Frost looks to counter, and that's a great pass to Smith. Smith looking to run. Smith puts a little jink on. He's got Berry on the outside, doesn't look, and that's a good strip there by the Nelson Bay side.
Knock on, Evelyn.
It's all over the place again, and what's the referee going to call that? I thought it was a knock on there. Knock on, yes, Nelson Bay's feed. University looking very, very dangerous on the counter. And of course, Nelson Bay's been vicious on the counter all this year, so both teams playing at each other at their own game today. As they set for the scrum, a few of the big boys cleaning their studs off to get a better grip in this very, very messy ground today.
Eyeball. Through. Crouch.
University just had the rub of the green on that last scrum, so the Bay's going to have to rip into this one and hold their feet.
Stay there, half.
As the ball's in the back, nice little clearing box kick there. Leo Manny has the ball here. He's got Frost on the inside. Will he look to use him? And he sends it. He sends it to Frost. Frost up the middle. Frost up the middle, still going. He's broken the tackle, untouched, and that's a great piece of counter-attacking, and that's a try to Frost. Great piece of enterprising rugby set up by Leo Manny. Saw the opportunity, took them on, passes the ball off to Frost, and that's a great try. I think Pat Benatar said, somebody bring me some water. Well, someone needs to, because my voice is absolutely going. This match is absolutely exciting here. It's a great game of counter-attacking rugby. And that's what I think rugby is at its finest. Chancing your arm and going through untouched. What a great try by Alexander Frost there. As Michael Handley has got the kicking duties here for Uni today. As he sets the ball up. The call is to kick through it. I don't quite know what that means, but let's hope he doesn't kick through it too far and tear his hamstring off that bone. Nelson Bay boys committed to blocking that kick, but to no avail. He makes the kick. And that is now 13-11 to Uni. This is a good seesawing match of rugby. Both teams are kind of taking their opportunities, but it has been a little scrappy there for about 10 minutes, but both teams have switched back on now. And this is a good viewers' game of running rugby here at Callaghan. As the balls are, I don't know what sort of kick you'd call that, but I'd call that a knock-on by University. It's kind of lucky there. It sort of came off his shin from the kickoff as the ball juggles around. The old shin kick, that gets them every time, I think. As they come back for a scrum. And the forwards looking a little bit heavy-legged here coming to the end of the first half with about 10 minutes to go, I'd imagine.
Here we go, mate.
As I look over to the clock here at Callaghan campus.
Stay there, half. Both feet, mate.
As the ball comes out here. Long cutout pass and a little chip kick off the shin again. As they chase it through, Frost has the ball, plays it safe and clears it quickly as he had a heap of pressure on them there from the Nelson Bay chase.
Anything?
And the ball's probably about 15 metres out with Collins to throw it in. And I tell you what, both teams have been really impressive in the set piece here with 100% completion rate to both teams in this first half. Looking to throw to the back, and that's a nice throw there by Collins as he comes through the centre of the line out in a set play, and that's a good piece of running. Picks up about 5 metres there. Liam Kearney looking to pass the ball short. Nelson Bay play really well off each other, and the forwards are using each other, passing that short ball.
Advantage, number 4 offside, red.
As the ball now set up in the middle. Martini covers there. And that's a poor pass from the halfback there. But that's a penalty to Nelson Bay. And if I was them, I'd be going for the points.
Line, boys. What do you do, mate? Shot, boys.
Yes, they are going for the points. And Jack Arthur. And I'm getting heckled by Nathan Jones, who... I've got a few stories to tell about Nathan Jones. We've been away on tour a few times, but I won't let the Herald be subjected to that type of behaviour, that's for sure. As they set the ball up.
Thank you.
Sets the ball up. This should be a gimme here for Jack Arthur, who looks pretty sharp with the boots and sharp with his hairstyle as well. And absolutely nails it. Kicks it into the building site. He probably could have kicked that from 60 metres out, I reckon.
Nelson Bay puts them in the lead, 13-12.
And it's now 13-12 in this seesawing swinging match. It's like a game of basketball here. And once again, I must apologise if my voice is breaking like a 15-year-old teenage boy. I've had a big week of talking as the ball's kicked to the right, and that's taken quite easily there by Ryan Guntrip, who's a big lump of a lad. He sets the ball back. And they take the ball forward, Nelson Bay, just consolidating there. Ball out, Finn. Big heaving kick to get them out of the trouble. Frost back there, just outside the 22. Slips there, pass the ball to Leo Manny. As he steps inside, he's quite impressive, this Manny, the young fellow. As University take the ball forward. Oh, Nelson Bay got to be offside, but the referee's got his back turned. That's where the touch judges have got to say something. They're way offside there, the Nelson Bay team. The crowd's calling it, I'm calling it, everyone's calling it. Sam Berry gets the ball out wide. And now, Winger's in open space, but he's got no one coming around. Sam Berry too late there, didn't read the play. I would expect a veteran of his standards to actually read that sort of play and get there. But it's a penalty, and the referee's played a good advantage there. And in fact, the Nelson Bay side were offside, as you can probably hear from the crowd, who's absolutely giving it to Max here today. As University are going to probably look to get it on about the 20-metre line if they can, and look to attack from this next line out. Probably doesn't get the distance he desired there to about the 40-metre line. And Andrew Wadsworth, quick line out here for Uni as they look to catch Nelson Bay off guard, but the referee's blowing his whistle. There's something on. He needs a bit more of a gap in that line out. I expect Parkinson to get it. No, they've missed Parkinson this time, and they paid for it dearly. He's their go-to man. They tried something a little bit different, and now Nelson Bay have the ball as they ruck it forward.
Stay here.
And they keep going forward as University boys drive through, and Nelson Bay not making too much ground there as they keep going forward, one off.
Let's play the first advantage, knock on.
And that is a knock on to University. That gets Nelson Bay off the hook here with a good scrum on their own 40-metre line.
Where's the 15?
The referee might want to move it out of this mud here for the guys, because they are losing their footing now at these set pieces.
Got your tidies.
As Liam Kearney has a good backline spread far out to the left. They are quite flat though. Might look to kick in behind the line there and catch Frost out. He's been pretty good at fullback today. And Kearney takes a little jinking run from halfback. He's got support on his outside. Will he look to kick? He's gone inside, wrong way as he gets the ball back there. And they take him out. Unlucky there for the Nelson Bay side. Good little run there by Liam Kearney, who's having a wow of a game today.
There's your mark, boys. Have a look.
As Wadsworth goes to take another quick throw to catch the Bay off guard. They need a bigger gap.
There you go.
The Bay boys just creeping forward a little bit too much here on campus. Ball goes to the back. I don't think it was meant to go there as the number 7 hands off.
No hands now, Blue. Yeah, we're out. Come in.
Bulldogs the call I can hear, which I guess means they want to either clear it or ruck it. I'm not too sure. It looks like they're going to ruck it forward, but the big fridge comes through. That's a good run there as his opposite number picks the ball up and falls to the ground, just saving the play. They're going to have to look to kick it now, I believe, to get themselves out of trouble, because they're getting caught in that ruck there, the University side. They lose the ball as the Bay spreads it. It's on out wide, and he holds the ball too long. He might get caught here. He looks to offload, and that's the wrong move. He should have just set it up, and University now with the ball back.
Stay there.
And they look to clear the ball there. It's a big heaving kick there by Chris Smith. The ball bounces out on the 40-metre line and gets the University side out of a little bit of trouble there.
Red 7. How long we got? 6 minutes. Red 7. Time.
Referee stopping play here as they wait for a replacement. Is the number 22. I think it is McQueenie. McQueenie being taken from the field.
Time, it's your ball.
I think he came into the game with a bit of an injury cloud, so he's made it to nearly half-time here as Collins goes to throw in the line out.
Waiting 22.
And that's a good win there for Nelson Bay as they go back down the blind side. They've got a good few set pieces off this line out the bay side. Passes the ball inside there for the big man, Gun Trip. Sets the ball back nice.
Ball's out.
Joe Finn's calling for it as they take the ball one off. The backs are set. Probably Michael Hotini will take this one up, but it's a penalty now
Off your feet, for
the Bayside. Will they look to kick it and take their lead further, or will they go for touch? I don't know yet. Looks like they're going to go for touch here and apply some pressure in about the 20-metre line against the University side. I tell you what, if you're watching at home live on the Herald website, you can get to Jimmy Gardner's blog, who's not with me today. Every Friday, he blogs live from 1:30, live on the Herald website.
Okay.
As Collins now sets the mark for the Bayside. The Bayside slowly walking there.
Good gap, please, Red.
Looks to me like some sort of trick play up their sleeves. As the sun now coming out here at Callaghan. And what a beautiful day now for rugby it is. As they get the ball back easily. Oh, it's juggled around though at the back as Collins picks up the scraps. And he's having an absolute wow of the game. As Finn's calling the ball. They've got a set piece lined up. I expect a sweeping move there. Hotini with a short ball. Looking to set it up in the midfield. It's still on if they can get the ball out wide. Big Gun Trip calling for it off the number 8 here. And that's a good run. He's a hard man to take for as he crawls for a few more metres. Oh, pops the ball up there. Couldn't see who that was, but it's a good little play. Good backing up there by the Bayside. As Finn gets the ball and he passes it on to the Big Fridge. Big Fridge takes it forward. He's a hard man to put down as Keary has the ball on. Look, good little pass on the inside there to the breakaway. There's the ball about 15 metres out now and they lose the ball. The Nelson Bay side could have really consolidated there but failed to do so. Could have put some extra points on just before half-time as the Uni side looked to kick the ball out. And it's on about the 40-metre line there as they might look to quickly counter, but the University chase is spot on and they'll take it back to the 40-metre line for a line out. Oh, someone's told a joke just behind me there if you can hear the jovial crowd.
Smooth inside.
They're absolutely loving this game here and I can smell the barbecue. If anyone listening here on the ground can get me a sausage sandwich, I'm starving. As the ball goes in nice and straight out to Finn, he's got something set up here and that's a good run there by the second rower. And Gun Trip cleans out nicely and they go back to blind and Keary just sets the ball up. He looks optionless there as he takes the ball in and Nelson Bay look to ruck the ball forward. Good clean out there, but they're exposed to the back as Gun Trip picks the ball up and oh, ball to Collins. He's there again, he's away. He's going to go all the way, the hooker. If he can palm off Berry, get the ball down, that's a try. That's a good hooker's snattling try there. And he is my player's player already, young Collins. He's leading by example, the captain for Nelson Bay. That's a great opportunistic hooker's try. And as we all know, the best hookers are the opportunistic ones as they take the ball back for the kick to excel their lead just before half-time. It's 18-12 now with the kick to come. Yes, this Nelson Bay side certainly one of the very big surprises of this competition this year. A win today will probably see them equal fifth again with the Carlton side, who are up against it against Hamilton over at Townsend Oval.
To half-time.
It is ladies' day over there though, so I'm expecting a few of those Merriweather ladies to get a little bit loose later on. So if anyone's heading down to the Burwood Inn later, you might be in luck. And if you're not in luck, you're out of it. As Jack Arthur takes the ball back, sets up to kick. I think he's nailed every one of his kicks today. Yes, he has, as he looks to put this one over the black dot. With 4 minutes to go. He kicks it, and he has missed it. He's just put that one wide. Not enough
3 minutes, Cap.
fade on the ball. I think they call it in golf.
Whenever you're ready.
Now University looking to kick. Both sides have spread their forwards, as is custom these days. And that's another, did that make the 10 metres? I don't know, but it's called knock on by Nelson Bay. That was very lucky for the University side. They've got the ball now just over the 40-metre line. They set the ball back, and Frost takes it up from the back. He's having a pretty good game, young Frost. And of course, this University team, a young side, and they're going through a bit of a rebuilding stage, the University team, but geez, they're going to be good in a couple of years, these young kids. As now they have the ball about 35 metres out. As the ball comes back, Berry throws a big dummy, big show and go. I don't know what that was. Maybe the ball got stuck in his hands as he sets the ball back, safe as houses Berry. James Willard at the back, hands it off. Lucky to hold on to that ball, heaped in pressure. Michael Hanley now off to the 22, the replacement. Berry looking spread, they go the blind. Zielinski with the ball. Good, strong Polish name, that one. And he takes the ball down. They're calling for the ball out wide. Berry's very loud and vocal, but he's held up. Good pressure there by the Bay defence as he comes in and he gets a good little shot in the ribs there, Sam Berry. It's a penalty now to University. With about 2 minutes to go, I'd probably take the points here. And it looks like they just might, yes, Sam Berry, ever the professional, the veteran with a cool head, chooses to take the points.
This is time. Time, yeah. Blue, that's time.
With the halfback, Michael Hanley, to take the kick.
No, he singles that.
Bring it, T.
There's something going on in here. He's looking for the tee. Normally the ball boy's turn, but Drew Bogdanis, the ball boy today. Former Merriweather Carlton, Lake Macquarie journeyman. Now playing his footy with the University side. Interesting fact, he's also competed in the Marathon des Sables, the sexy marathon through the desert in the Sahara, I believe. Now he's just got his arms folded waiting for his kicking tee. With Michael Hanley setting the ball up to take the kick. This should get us into half-time here as the Nelson Bay guys ready for the rebound. He puts it through and he shanks it left, and that's unlucky for the Uni team as we come into halfway for Bar TV. It's half-time. Referees called it. Both teams go to their opposite sides of the field. Thanks for listening in the first half. We're going to have about a 5-minute break. Hopefully you can join us again in the second half. And this game by Bar TV, the Newcastle Herald, for the greater NHRU competition. See you in 5.
That's cool.
Nelson Bay Groper in an aquatic, eclectic match of rugby. And that's a short kick there as the number 4 for Nelson Bay breaks the line, semi-breaks the line. He's dropped the ball there. It's going to be a scrum.
Come out first.
Off the kickoff. I'll tell you what, all the kickoffs today have been pretty scrappy for my liking.
Happy here, boys.
Maybe a bit of catching practice. I don't know, maybe a couple of these guys need to walk around home with the ball so they don't drop it. That's what we had to do in my day. As they set for the scrum. I wonder what the coaches said to each other at half-time. I'm betting Ben Kincaid was all positive, saying that we're still in this, guys, and that's what these young uni guys need. They set the ball up for the scrum win. They've got a deep, deep backline set there. As they look to run a move there off Jack Rickson. But they lose the ball against the head. And that's a bad, bad mistake there. And oh, he's through here. He's got support on the outside and he kicks it forward. It's going to be a foot race. Will he get there? Young Leo Manning, he gets there for the university side, but he's dropped the ball. But I think he's grounded it first. As the referee goes to look to the touch judge, I would say that Leo Manning has grounded that ball first.
Grounded first, 22.
With Hoteni chasing. And Frost now kicks the ball forward, but the referee's going to pull him back. Ambitious play there by Frost, but good thinking nonetheless. And Hoteni just opened them up there through the middle.
Stay behind him.
Courtesy of David Sharp. They do another short little kick, and the ball's out there to the replacement breakaway. The rangy breakaway there. As the uni now on 40-metre line. Nelson Bay coming through there through Collins. This is good contest at the ruck. And that's a penalty to University. A bit too over-eager there by the Nelson Bay side.
This bloke here. Off your feet, mate. Over there.
Slip the feet.
There's Rickson now with the ball, taking the penalty and looking to hoof the ball downfield.
Thanks, guys.
And he's made touch quite easily there, just over the 40-metre line. Attacking towards campus now, University. Playing in the red and white today. The original colours there, and it is their 60th anniversary. As Wadsworth gets the ball in there. Rickson now out wide. He's going to get the ball to Parkinson. That's a good run. He's their go-to man off those short line-outs. Good hands there by the University side. As the ball set up there. Hanley now passes it off. Big Angus Price takes the ball forward. That's a good little run there. Probably a bit too high in body position. And they come up quick on Berry. Good hands there as he passes the ball. Oh, blocked there by the Nelson Bay side. That's good play there. Good hands there by the University side as they look to throw the ball in quickly, but they're going to stop it. And it is a Nelson Bay feed, which is a little bit weird. I thought it was a University ball. As Collins looks to throw the ball in. He's been on the money so far in the first half with his throws. As they go quick to 2, scrappy ball from the back there. As Keary gets the ball, clears it from a box kick. And that's a good take there by the 14 winger. And he cakes it in. Bradley, he gets held up there, probably about 35 metres out, I'd say. As Rickson calling the ball. Oh, that's gone long and forward. Surely the referee's got to call that back. He hasn't found its forward. It's floated about 10 metres forward. I don't know trigonometry, but that's got to come back. But he's calling the Nelson Bay players offside there.
Blue 10.
University will probably look to take the points as they did there in the second half. And Rickson now with the ball. He's going to go for touch, actually.
Blue 10, offside.
Geez, there's some good heckle here from the University crowd. I'll tell you what, it's probably easier being a Nelson Bay player. The amount of grief these uni boys are getting as they take the ball forward now for a maul. They've got to keep the ball up.
He's right.
He's got the ball at the back.
No, from the rear.
Parkinson still has the ball at the back. This is good enterprising play. One of the fundamentals of rugby, the rolling maul. And one of my favourite parts of the game. As the ball now hits the deck, the ball's got to come out now for University as it does. Rickson calling for it. Manny coming around, good little ball, and he's taken slightly high there. There was a bit of a reaction there. I don't think it was intentional. He's not going to get any grief from it. It was just a reaction. There's a bit of bad luck there now as Smith takes a quick tap and Rickson caught up there. Nelson Bay's got to be offside, I think. And I think Nelson Bay have the ball now. That's a bit of a wasted play. And that's a scrum now to Nelson Bay, and they get themselves out of trouble. University really taking the wrong options then. Probably should have settled the ball up, taken a few ruck plays in, and then looked to spread wide out to Berry and all the way out to Roberts, who looks pretty dangerous when he gets the ball, as does Frost.
Crouch.
As Nelson Bay set up now for the kick, with Jack Arthur probably looking to hoist the ball downfield. Oh, they take it from the back. That's a risky play there on their own line, but it seems to have paid off as Guntrip takes the ball forward, and they have knocked the ball on Nelson Bay. That is an absolute disaster. But all they needed to do was clear the ball out. Jack Arthur was calling for the ball. He didn't get the ball. They took a risky play, and it hasn't paid off, and now they're under pressure again. It's a University feed, and they look like they've got a little sweeping move set up here with Berry probably to come around with the 13 from University, Chris Smith to be the dummy runner. And I've picked it, and it's an intercept there from Burita. He's got a lot of pace, this boy. He's probably going to go all the way as Roberts comes across the field. Frost is coming down. They're not going to catch him. He's going to score out wide. That's a great intercept try there from Burita. Nelson Bay hit the lead by even more now with about 23 points to 12. That's a good length of the field try. And who needs to kick out of pressure when you can catch an intercept like that one?
Okay. Yep.
University taking their time to get back. Their heads are down. And that's very disappointing. They really needed a score from that attacking piece there. Nelson Bay look all buoyant as they come back. The big front rows are on halfway. They didn't even bother chasing Bruder there. They knew he was going to score. And let's face it, they probably would have scored out wide second play anyway. Now the University guy, Sam Berry, laying down the law there.
Okay, guys, starting to fire up a little. So just keep an eye on what's happening in the back play, please.
As Jack Arthur lines the ball up. He's got a very, very low strike, Jack Arthur, so he'll look to shoot this one over the middle and extend the lead to 26-12. It's 23-12 at the moment with a kick to come. As he lines it up, takes his few steps in, and boom. Oh, he misses that one. I thought it hit it, but anyway, I must be breathing in a few of these uni guys' fumes because I'm not seeing straight here.
That's where you go, mate. Don't know yet.
And here you go, the Bay. They look pumped here.
When you're ready.
As Guntrip comes around. And that's a good long kick. That's probably the right option there for Uni. As Ben Lucas gets the ball. He's playing real. Oh, he's made a good break there, Ben Lucas. Uni looked to have switched off in defence. And gets the ball back to Burita as he looks to play the percentage play.
Stay here. Don't move.
The old trick hook kick as he chases his own kick down. Uni looking to throw it in through Roberts to Frost, but good chase off his own kick there by Burita, who really is in sensational form this year. He looks dangerous whenever he gets the ball. As Wadsworth looks to throw the ball in. Only one blemish on his record in the first half as they go for the short line out. All the forwards out wide there looking for the run. They go up early, the Bayside, and this is passed out. It's going to go to Parkinson, who's going to take the hit up, takes the pressure off there, Parkinson, and that's a good little run there. He goes wide, and Leo Manny gets a shocking ball there. Not his fault, but had clear space in front of him. Just probably had to get the ball in the chest, and he probably would have caused a bit of danger there. It's a Nelson Bay feed. Throw in, sorry. I get my feeds and my throw-ins mixed up today. It's probably because I'm short of a feed today. I can smell that barbecue. As the ball comes in nicely for the Bay. Gee, they're hitting their money today. As they, in turn, give their own rolling ball up the field. And someone's ripped someone's headgear off there. That's a play from the old school, that one. He shows and goes to no one. He's got to get people around as Berry, the old head, gets the ball back. And University with the ball and on halfway now. Gets the ball out to Rickson. Berry round, dummies, good play there. Holds the ball out in front, dangerous, and gets the ball ripped off him. So deserved because he wasn't really treasuring the ball there as Nelson Bay attacked the ball just short of the 40-metre line. Ball now to the 12. They lose the ball, and that's a penalty. I was wondering there when the referee was going to blow his whistle because that was out and out offside, and he's calling someone in. This is going a bit overboard, Max.
Have a chat with these guys.
Nonetheless,
more offside penalties, especially when under pressure, than anything
the captain
else.
needs a chat at least once a game, I feel, just to keep the players under the referee's control.
Hey, Dan, chat with your guys too. Offside
They're going to go for touch here, not goal. Jack Arthur. Not had much ball, but definitely his kicking game has got the Bay out of trouble a few times, and that's a great kick, getting him about 10 metres out. And Collins, look at him, he's up there first. He's still winning my match of the round, player of the round award. If there is an award, if I could give it an award, I would give it to him. As they set the ball up. Oh, I don't know if that was straight. Yes, it was, but he's calling the Uni players onside now. And they take it forward. A couple of metres there, gained. Again, they take it forward and they drive it forward. All bodies behind him. They're about a metre and a half out now. And they look to take it forward here through gun trip. O'Keary's at the back. And that's a good little short pass to Collins, who's dangerous every time he gets the ball. He must be centimetres from the line there. And the referee's called a knock-on by Nelson Bay. That's a University feed, and that's unlucky for the Bay team. But if you're going to play that short play, you've got to make sure the passes stick, I guess.
Is he good? No good?
The game, of course, brought to you and live today by the Newcastle Herald. And if you are watching live, feel free to comment. It's just water off a duck's back to me. Or give me a tweet at Gareth Wazick on the old Twitterverse.
Grab the scrum on the tee.
Just taking a little while to get the scrum set. I don't know if it's the players or the referee that needs a little break. Someone did. The trainer's back off the field now. And Rickson set back there to kick. Let's hope University don't get a rush of blood like the Bay team about 5 minutes ago and just clear the ball out of here and get the ball back down there because they really need to score. They have taken the ball from the back. I eat my own words here. A risky play as Rickson's still set up. University have the ball. They need to get it to him, but it looks like they're going to pick and drive as they do. Make a couple of centimetres only there. As Rickson's still at the back, he gets the ball. There's no pressure on him. Got plenty of time to kick. It's a decent kick. Probably gets him to about the 30-metre line. A little bit of pressure off him there to the Uni team, but they want to sort of contest in this line out, I'd imagine.
9 red. 9 red.
As the referee calls on the substitute.
That's without stoppages. I'm running clear time. Okay. Hang on, that's how long you have left.
Yes.
With the halfback coming off, Michael Handley. That's a bit, oh. Is it?
Red off, hang on. Red off. Okay.
Sorry, Bradley Roberts it is. With the Bay team, plenty of numbers set out wide. That's a poor pass there. And Guntrip gets the ball as he takes the ball back inside. Good play there to set it up. I don't think he was meant to get the ball, but the poor pass got him there. And here comes the big fridge as he just bumps one off. A pick and drive, that's good, quick play there by the Bay team. They want to keep this quick play going. This is where they play their best football. University come over, and I think University have won the ball. Bad control there by the Nelson Bay side. It's still in the ruck there as Nelson Bay take it forward. The big number 1 has it now. Jeremy Seagull, so hard to stop and put down. Liam Kearney probably wants to get the ball out of there now. Joe Finn calling for it, and he was going to get it, but it's a penalty to the University side. Scrappy play there in the rucks by Nelson Bay.
Number 6, straight off his feet.
Not on his feet, and University let off the hook again. They really need to get the ball downfield and play some football in the Nelson Bay half.
Because you had no one there to clean out, went straight off his feet.
So Rickson gets the ball probably about 40 metres out, I say. Not really getting too much distance on his kicks today, Rickson, as Wadsworth sets up.
Stay.
They'll look to get quick ball out. They got forwards in numbers there, and they go to their go-to man, and he passes the ball inside. He should have just taken it on the ground, and that's a knock on there. Referee playing advantage.
Play the first one.
That'll be another scrum, and that is pretty poor play, I must say, by the University side, as they probably should have maybe taken a few hit-ups, not looked to pass, and got the ball down to the Nelson Bay corner. Both scrums have been impressive today.
Okay, listen, boys. Crouch.
With no side really dominating.
Set.
Liam Kearney gets the ball in. Ben Lucas is probably going to pick it up from the back here, and he does. He has Kearney outside, and that's a knockdown there. Referee hasn't picked it up. Yes, he has. He's got a call from the cut judge as they fight and scrap to get the ball back here to Brendan Haddad. Finn's calling for the ball. Finn's got to get a bit louder and a bit more organised when he wants the ball. But this is a good run nonetheless there by Hoteni. That's a good run there by Adam Edwards. Ball at the back there. The Nelson Bay guys are fighting over the ball. They need to get a bit more structure as Hoteni pushes his way through the defence there. Finn has the ball now. He's got options. He's going to go himself. He breaks the line. He had a player there on the inside in Arthur, but he missed him. And now they've spilt the ball again. And that's a scrum feed to the University side.
Happy here?
Yeah.
As we take a little break in play here. This match brought to you by Bar TV, the specialists in grassroots sports, the Herald, and also the greater NHRU, the premier rugby competition outside of Sydney.
Bind, a correction, crouch. Bind.
Ringo is the call for the new halfback. I haven't seen this guy play before, but he looks like a young little whippet.
Sorry.
And that's a
Lost his feet.
That's a collapse scrum, maybe a short arm penalty there the uni guys were going for. Referee might do well to blow the whistle there, but I don't know if it's either University or Nelson Bay causing the collapsing there. Maybe it's the footing, maybe it's the field, or maybe it's just the boys getting a little bit tired.
Here, boys, over
As they move the scrum over infield about 5 metres away from that messy bit of mud there. Gone are the days with the big screw-in spikes, and all the guys these days are wearing moulded boots. If you bring back rucking, you bring back the steel studs, I'd imagine. Ball taken from the back there, and that's a good little clearing kick. Beretta has the ball. He's going to counter-attack. And that's a penalty to Uni. That's unlucky there for Nelson Bay, because I feel he probably would have scored. He was backing himself there, young Beretta. Gave the thumbs up to the crowd as he got the ball. Now Rickson has the ball, and he's probably going to want to get it down to the halfway line here off this penalty.
Horizontal, mate.
Yeah. And that's a good kick. Probably about 45 metres out as I nearly get hit by the football there. I'll tell you what, I've got hands like feet, so I probably wouldn't have caught that one. Short line out here. Oh, the uni guys lose it forward, and the Fridge has it as he takes the ball forward, the big man. The Gropers are playing all over the uni side in the second half as Lucas takes the ball forward here. He's a little bit too high, but Nelson Bay come in numbers, and they take the ball to just over the 40-metre line. As Finn gets the ball, that's a good little chip kick there out for the winger, and he doesn't take it. Leo Manning gets around him. He jinks his way, he hits and spins, and he's got it up to the halfway. He throws the ball forward. Didn't need to do that one. He wrecked all the good work he did there, and the uni crowd lets him know about it too.
Yeah, he's just saying sorry. It's all right.
Just take the tackle is the call I'm getting from Bo, the AV man, who's really enjoying this in his rookie season for Bar TV.
Here we are.
And yet another scrum packed on halfway with Nelson Bay to feed.
Set. Steady.
Now I'd like to see Finn get the ball quickly, but I think Ben Lucas might. No, he doesn't pick it up this time, but they go blind anyway. Kiri sees a little opening, but he's caught well and good by the university team there, who read that really well. Ready for that play. They must have seen the video from Bar TV. As the young halfback from second grade gets the ball, and he's monstered there. He's absolutely monstered by the fridge, Jeremy Siegel. Had a bit of a chat to Jeremy before the game. I tell you what, he doesn't mind himself telling me his nickname. I think he made that nickname up himself.
That's our blood. Blood, boys.
And that's on report. Nothing in that. He just threw him around like a little bit of a ragdoll there. It's just a bit of bad luck. He can't help it where he lands if he monsters him. And there's a bit of blood out there as well.
No. Knock on.
First bit of blood for the game
No.
as the strappers come on
Yeah, tackle. Went for a tackle.
and try and bring out some instructions to this uni team.
I thought you were saying we dropped it.
I'm not really sure who it is down there. It could
Just
be
on
the
your tackle,
halfback
that's all.
for Nelson Bay, Kiri. Oh, someone's calling from the Macarena. This party could get wild tonight
You can have a look if you want. It's good spot on.
for University on their 60th anniversary ball.
You got 15 minutes, eh? Use replacement, number 9.
The human javelin has come on.
Time on. No,
I don't know the number 16's name either, but I'm going to go with the human javelin,
Okay.
is what the crowd is actually calling him. And I'm not going to repeat that one. There's something about getting some hairs on your chest, I think. As we've got two reserve halfbacks on there now. As the ball's fed in. Taken off the back there by the number 8. Ball passed off. Berry has it now. Breaks the line. Good little flick pass, but Smith's not there to pick up, and knock on there. Ball's on the ground. Nelson Bay kick it forward through Barita. He's got a lot of toe, Barita. He kicks it forward. That's a nice little kick forward for himself, and he just doesn't come up with it. It's Nelson Bay. Missed the ball. Frost now counter-attacking, goes up the middle here. Look, he's got numbers on the outside, but he misses. Now the winger for Nelson Bay has it. This is going everywhere. And the referee's well and truly played advantage, and Nelson Bay have the ball on the 20-metre line.
No hands, Red.
As they take the ball forward. One ruck at a time. This could go anywhere from the human javelin, and it does, to Collins, who's made a break every time he's had the ball. Adam Edwards been solid all game, but he's been drove back this time, and University, I think, have won the ball. Now they look to counter, and Smith kicks the ball out on the full. Yes, it's out, yes. Good clearing kick there by Chris Smith. Collins now looking to throw the ball in.
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Yes, his headgear does look like he's wearing confetti, but he's been nailing it all day, Collins.
Come on.
As they get the ball up, Lucas misses it, but Big Gun Trip has it. He's hard to put down. He runs over the number 14 winger, but he actually gets him by the bootlaces and takes him down. Human Javelin gets it out to the number 4, who passes it back in to the breakaway. Uni haven't got the numbers there. Calls for a knock on, but it's been missed there by the referee. Gun Trip has the ball. He's running way too high at the moment, and he gets driven back there. They're just on about the 25-metre line now, the Bay team, as they take the ball forward. A little bit messy as the halfbacks now come off.
No hairs now.
A little bit disorganised there, the Bay side. As they take the ball forward. Collins backs up well there. And the ball just doing nothing, just coming around that ruck. University might have the ball back and someone's in, the halfback's in there using his feet. Haven't seen that for a few years.
Graham, just watch your offside.
Haddad takes the ball forward.
Just watch your offside. Stay here,
The
boys.
human javelin, pulling players. Gun Trip comes around the blind side and gets dealt with easily. For a boy his size, he's certainly been picked off every time he's run it today, and that's a penalty to University. Gets him out of trouble again.
No.
Good defence there by the University side. Quick tap there by Berry. Gets the ball out, trying to keep them unawares. The halfback takes it to ground.
Off your feet! Stay here.
They got no halfback. It should be a pick and drive here by the number 8, James Willett. And he does so. Parkinson's in the back here. He'll pick and drive for sure. Hits and spins out one and makes about 10 centimetres on that play. As Berry has the ball, he'll look to clear, but all the little chip that's come off the Nelson Bay team. Everyone's on side, and I don't know who's come up with that one. A little chip forward there by Arthur. He loves the ball in the boot, Arthur. He misses the tackle there, and they look to counter. Frost has it. Roberts has it now. Roberts has a lot of toe, and he's kicked it forward off the left foot. And Burita now has it. Burita, I'm sure, will not look to kick, or he might. University's got a very good chase. He'll sum it up here, but it looks like he's going to heave the ball forward. And he'll chase his own kick. And he's latched onto that. Manny, Leo Manny, the South African import. As the halfback shows it, he passes it out there for Parkinson, who gets the ball back now. Frost there in broken play. He'll look to dance around here on his opposite. He takes the ball down, waits for his players to get around, and that's good, smart play there by Frost. As Leo Manny takes it through the middle there, seemingly out of nothing. That's good meters there by Manny, and that's got to be offside, and that's a penalty to University. Referees play the advantage for diving over. So, the referee takes the initial penalty. I would have thought he would have taken the second penalty where the guy was offside, but it seems that that was a legal play. So the Uni boys now with a penalty just their side of halfway.
What are you doing?
And the University crowd getting quite vocal behind me. And that's a good game there by Frost. He's had a wow of a game from the back there. Good counter-attacking play from Frost as he leads the field with the replacement. Leo Manny now playing at football. Fullback as Wadsworth throws it into 2. Ball out, poor pass there to Rickson. Chris Smith has it, he's going to look to set it up. Oh, he's hard to put down as he takes the ball to the 20-metre line there for Uni. They're on the attack now. Berry has the ball. Good little handoff there to the replacement. As he comes in, Slats has the ball. The Slats, the crowd informs me, as they go blind, and that's another poor pass there, just not executing. The thought was there, unlucky University.
No, stop. Offside, mate.
Oh,
Offside.
he's given Ben Lucas, I think.
Play go. Offside.
Ben Lucas, the number 8 from Nelson Bay, has been shown the
Hurry
card.
up. Back here. Okay.
And I'm unsure what that's for, as they take the ball through Parkinson down the blind side. As they look to take it forward metre by metre. Held up over the line there. Never really looked like scoring. Mission impossible there for Uni, as they had their back line set wide out to the right. Probably should have used
That
that.
offside thing we spoke about? Yeah. Okay.
Now let me see what's Rickson got on here. That little play where Smith goes in front of Berry off Rickson probably will work here. Although the fullback probably in the wrong position to sweep as well, but may link up with Berry, I'd imagine.
Set.
As the Uni guys feed the ball. Taken off the back there. Rickson has it. Oh, that's a nice flat ball to Berry. They just go with the standard hit up. And no better in the game than Berry to do that. As Rickson has it, throws a great cutout pass there, and that's a try. Good vision there by Rickson. And that's a great try in the corner to Bradley Roberts, getting the University side back in this game. It's now 17-23 with the kick to come.
23 to 17 with the kick to come.
Smith takes it back.
Okay, I've got about 13 minutes left, 12, 13. What do you guys got?
We're having a bit of banter here with the crowd, as Zeb Buchanan, I'm told, is the replacement halfback, and Chris Smith misses that kick.
Okay,
Had
guys,
no
last 10
legs at
minutes.
all in it.
Just keep on our toes.
Although ladies
What's that offside line?
might like to know that
Stuff
Chris
behind
Smith
play.
did win the Lovely Legs competition at the Tanner Bar earlier in the year.
Has your guy gone off?
As Nelson Bay bring the ball
Who's
back
your-
for the kickoff. Calls of get it onside, ref behind me.
Okay, he's off. Where you go?
As the human
running,
javelin is off the field now, and the starting halfback Keary has come back from that blood bin replacement. As Parkinson gets the ball, and that's taken back the halfway. Good thinking there, as he has 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Goes to throw it in.
Scrum, boys.
And the Seahorse is getting angry here in the crowd, and this is what we like to see. The Groper versus Seahorse. I've never heard of a Seahorse chasing down a Groper, but let's see if it happens here for the first time today.
Red ball. Okay, listen, boys. Crouch.
As they set the scrum on halfway.
Bind. Set.
That's called a cougar, my friend.
Stay here.
As we get a little bit of abuse from them, the very fun and jovial university crowd. We're having that's a great ball to Chris Smith. Roberts on the outside. He gives it to Roberts, and this is a wonderful try in the corner. Great try there from Uni. And the crowd's back alive. Chance of Seahorse. Seahorse, come on the Seahorse, has lifted this university side on the 60th anniversary, and that's a great try there from Roberts down the sideline. Chris Smith with a beautiful little ball off Berry, and that has got the crowd on its feet. That's got me on my feet, and Rickson here now to kick the ball.
Thanks, Graham.
Big kick here. It's 22-23 with a kick to come. No pressure on the kicker at all. And I hate it when teams say it's never the goal kicker's fault. It's always the goal kicker's fault. We've got bets coming on here in the crowd behind me. 500 to 1's the call. I'll give him at least 12, to be honest. He hits them not too bad, Rickson. As the crowd goes silent. And he's hit it well, and he's got it sailing over the black dot. And I can't even hear myself think here as the crowd is on its feet. The old boys' day has come alive. I tell you what, a few of these old boys might have needed knee replacements before the games, but they're all standing here on their feet, and the crowd has come to absolute life here. But it's 24-23 to Uni, and they're all offside there. And I can't be helped if I'm influenced by this Uni team, because there's right into it, and now he's come through there. He's offside. He's offside there. Buchanan has been absolutely whaled, and that's a good call by the referee. He might want to take control of this game, as the Nelson Bay guys are getting a little bit frustrated.
9 minutes.
Now the university side, this is one of the great comebacks of the year, and this is one of the most exciting matches we've covered of the year for Bar TV. And all you guys watching in the Herald, watching live on the Herald, feel free to write a comment, or feel free to tweet me at Gareth Wazik if you want. And that's a good throw in there from Wadsworth, as Buchanan gets it out to Rickson, and Parkinson takes the ball up. That's a good hit. And the university side with a spring in their step now. just over the 40-metre line. Buchanan gets the ball out, the number 8, and he takes the ball in the breakaway. Good little inside pass. And the Bay guys come over. That's quite legal. The ball's in the middle there. It's anyone's. As the Nelson Bay Kai may have come in from the sides. Keary has the ball. Play on, says the referee, as they take the ball forward. Referee now playing advantage for the University side. There's about 6 minutes to go and the score is 24-23, and this is an absolute nail-biter here on campus. We haven't seen riffing this tight since the Pogues played the Bar on the Hill in 01. As Rickson takes his time with the kick, he wants to make sure of it and get it down to about the 20-metre line, I'd imagine. Trainer's out on the field for something. Bit of time wasting is probably my guess. 5 minutes to go now. As the Uni guys slowly taking their time to the line out. Good play here. Playing beyond their years, the Uni team. As Nelson Bay. As Nelson Bay. It's like studying at the last minute, isn't it? Just taking your time. Overeducated out here, I don't get it. Nice ball by their Wadsworth. And he's juggled it, he's kept it forward. I don't know, he might have juggled it off the player in front of him. As Buchanan has the ball. Looks to get Rickson. Oh, it's a floating slow pass and it's on the ground. And Leo Manny takes the ball forward. He's been an excitement machine this second half, Leo Manny. Probably one of the best players out there as Buchanan gets the ball out there quickly to Smith. Smith jinks in one, puts a little grubber in baton. Berry's on the chase and the ball goes out. Not a bad option there with nothing else much doing. A little bit disorganised there, the University team. Now the line out is to Nelson Bay, and they haven't lost one all day. Maybe this is their chance. And yes, I've called it. First one I've called all day. I'm very happy with myself as Parkinson takes it forward, and they take it forward a little bit by a little bit, inch by inch. They're about probably a metre out here. And they look to pick and drive again, probably a little bit too high. University want to get their team around him and clean out that ruck as they do. Buchanan gets the ball out to Rickson. Rickson, shoo. Big tackle there by Hatini on Berry. Opposite man on opposite man. They're about 5 metres out. Chris Smith has the ball, little dummy on the inside. Jinx sets the ball up well, taking the pressure off his forwards there. And that's a penalty to the Uni side. Nelson Bay really up against it now with the home crowd. Parochial, he's taken the tap. What's he done?
Over there.
Take the points.
1, 2, not rolling away. Guy on his feet was fine.
There's 3 minutes left in this match with University on the attack. They're winning 24-23. And I tell you what, I'm on my feet, on the edge of my seat, standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. This game's got everything in it. As they set the scrum, University backing themselves, rating themselves as the best scrum in the competition here. As they turn and set. Sapping it out on the Nelson Bay team. Nelson Bay hold it up well.
Hands off him.
Buchanan takes it from the back. Rickson has it, passes it to Berry. Inside ball looks marginally forward. Not as they set the ball up. Leo Manny sets it up. Playing above his weight there. As Buchanan, nearly jinks through. Not the turn of foot he would have liked there. Probably caught the ground and slipped there as they take the ball forward in a ruck. Probably about 3 metres out, and they keep going forward, keep trucking forward. The Uni players need to go on. It's on out wide if they can get the ball to Berry, and then to Roberts. Call it right. Ball's on here. Oh, he dives under the replacement halfback. Buchanan dives over, and that's a brilliant little halfback's try there. Buchanan, the replacement. He's come on and he's absolutely provided the spark for this Uni team when he's come on. Scores a fitting try, and that's probably going to be the game, I'd imagine, with a score now 29-23. And the chant of Go You Horses filling this stadium that they call Callahan. And Rickson taking his time here. 2 minutes to go. And a well-deserved win by the Uni team, who's really rallied for the 60th anniversary day against the Nelson Bay Gropers. I'll tell you what, I called it as the Gropers dome away from dome at the top of this broadcast, but this second half they came out with a bang, but the last 20 minutes they just switched off, and the uni guys have absolutely lifted, and the crowd's got this uni team home, and it's a big clap here for the replacement coming on.
Let's go, come on.
Great game by Angus Price, who leaves the field, and Rickson absolutely nails that. And this is a great team effort. A great team effort to come back here by University. And they were pretty much written off before this game with the Bay. One of the surprise packets, but they've been a little bit disappointing this second half. Last throw of the dice here for the Bay. They've got to go up and get the ball. That's a good high kick. As Chris Smith, they get the ball back the Bay. University get the ball. This should be it with about a minute to go on the clock. Berry punts the ball upfield. It's out on the full. That's a mistake there. There's one more play left with this line out. Nelson Bay with the line out. They've only lost one line out all day through Collins. I would expect Burita to be asking for the ball here. He's their go-to man, but everyone's got their back turned.
Is that a knock on at the front?
The match now out of everyone's grasp. University have won this match. What a great game. It's 31-23. And Nelson Bay lose the line out, but they get the ball back. Collins takes the ball up. He's been unstoppable all day, Collins. Unfortunately on a losing side though, as they get the ball out now. They're just playing for pride now. Finn gets the ball back, kicks the ball forward. As the Nelson Bay, the University guys have the ball. Game over. They're all offside. It's become a schmozzle. That's got to be match over. University knocked the ball on, and they're going to have one more scrum. The score is 31-23. Look at your clock, Max Collery, and just call this one off, I'd imagine, is what these uni guys are thinking.
Only you, mate. Very hard. Yep.
Let's see if the Nelson Bay side can conjure up something and get one more try. That's the call coming from the field.
Bind.
With Burita, probably the go-to man, coming around on that big sweeping run that he does. Maybe an inside ball. And Finn has the ball. That's a poor pass. Winger has it. Brings it back infield. He's got to be cold with that bald head. Let me tell you, I'm freezing up here as Gun Trip takes the ball forward. That is correct. I am shaking with excitement. It's a call from the crowd. It's like I've got a parrot on my shoulder here.
Had nowhere to go, did he?
It's a heavy parrot, let me tell you. He's about 180 kilos. 280.
Tell you boys quickly.
This is why I like coming out to University. They're probably the funnest team in the comp.
Red. 10-3 red.
And University piling on the replacements. The game well and truly over time, I'd imagine. I don't know what the referee's doing.
Just let Dan know this is it. Hey, this is it. This is the last play.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Let old mate know. Can you watch last play? Yeah. Last play. Time.
It's the last play now. With the clock on campus and the clock on my timekeeping not in sync. I'm getting it all wrong today. As Nelson Bay get the ball back. Again, being sharp in that line out as they maul the ball forward. Again, that rolling maul so hard to stop. Uni want to not keep it down. Will Nelson Bay score a try for Maul? Surely, yes, that's a try. And that'll close off the game, and that'll bring the score a little bit closer. But University here, the comeback winners, the comeback kids. The first half, they were all out of it, but they've come back and rallied for their home crowd today, who are celebrating their 60th anniversary. And a win in all grades, including Colts, I'm told by my living, breathing parrot behind me.
Damn. Sorry, mate.
I may have been flying solo today without my cohort, Jimmy Garner, but I'll tell you what, the big bloke behind me is pretty good. He knows everything. As they kick the ball, and the uni crowd goes up. That's a great fighting win by the university side. Nelson Bay looked absolutely dejected. They really needed to win that game today to keep in touch with the top 5. But University have come and spoilt the party. And no one parties better than the University Seahorse. As we wrap up the game, I've been Gareth Wazick. Thanks to our sponsors today, the Herald, and obviously the Greater Union, the Greater Building Society, the NHRU competition. We'll be back next week for Bar TV. Thanks, everybody.